Hey everyone, and welcome to another Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that is quite frankly rewriting the rulebook on how businesses operate. We're going to demystify CohortaOS by Creep AI. It's a multi-tenant SaaS platform, but not the kind you're probably used to. It actually provides a fully functional, highly governed AI workforce that redefines how an enterprise operates right from the ground up.
So I want to hook you immediately with a question. Imagine a massive, multinational conglomerate. Now, what if I told you that entire enterprise wasn't run by humans bouncing between dozens of disconnected software tools, but by a highly governed, fully integrated AI agent workforce? I mean, a system where artificial intelligence doesn't just assist you, but actively executes complex business workflows across entire departments. It sounds a bit like science fiction, right? Well, it's a technical reality today, and we're going to break it all down for you.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for the Explainer. Section 1 is the AI-run enterprise. Section 2, the 120 agent catalog. Section 3, bounded autonomy explained. Section 4, platform architecture and data. And finally, Section 5, strict governance and control. Let's get started.
Section 1, the AI-run enterprise, a paradigm shift.
To really grasp this, we have to completely change how we view enterprise software. In the traditional SaaS model, the one we all know and use, you basically buy standalone software tools. You buy a CRM or an ERP, and then you have to hire human employees to log in, click the buttons, and use those tools to actually get the work done. The CohortaOS model flips the script entirely. You aren't buying software for humans to use. Instead, you're subscribing to and configuring a structured AI workforce. The AI agents themselves are the ones doing the work inside the platform. It's a massive shift from just buying a static tool to literally subscribing to a digital employee that arrives pre-trained for its specific role.
Section 2, the 1020 agent catalog. Zooming in. 1,020. I really want to emphasize this number for a second. This is the total number of distinct positions built right into the CohortaOS reference catalog. It represents a massive, comprehensive template covering 11 different business entities, things like manufacturing, retail, financial services, plus group shared services like finance and HR. This isn't just one company's internal org chart, it's a ready-to-use blueprint that any enterprise can subscribe to and customize. You don't have to build your AI workforce from scratch, you just start with this 1,020-role template. Now, what's really interesting here is how these 1,020 agents are organized. They're spread across 7 foundational tiers, mapping the AI platform directly to a traditional, proven corporate hierarchy. It starts at T1, the principal, which is the human CEO holding ultimate accountability. Then it flows naturally down through T2 group executives, T3 function heads, T4 department heads, T5 managers, T6 team leads, all the way down to the T7 operating agents. Intent and strategy flow down from the humans at the top, and results, data, and exceptions flow back up. The digital workers change, but that trusted governance structure does not.
Let's zoom in on a specific high-level role to see how this works in practice. Take the T2 Chief of Staff and Agent Orchestrator. This is definitely not some low-level execution bot. It's a highly sophisticated orchestrator that takes strategic directives directly from the human T1 CEO, decomposes those goals, and assigns tasks across the entire agent fleet. It even arbitrates conflicts between different agents and maintains the master task graph. This T2 agent is basically the crucial bridge translating human strategy into coordinated action across the entire company.
And if we zoom all the way down to the execution level, say in group finance, we find the T7 execution agents. These are the operating agents handling the highly specific, tangible jobs. You've got the T7 journal entry agent, the account reconciliation agent, the depreciation agent, and the payment run agent. Each of these agents operates under a strict contract. They have a clear mission, defined inputs, specific tools they are allowed to use, and precise outputs. They literally handle the high-volume execution flawlessly and continuously, without a human ever needing to open a spreadsheet.
Section 3, Bounded Autonomy Explained.
So, to address the very natural anxiety of letting AI run an enterprise, we really have to talk about trust and control. That relies entirely on a concept called bounded autonomy. This basically means that AI agents can act freely, but only within explicit, hard-coded runtime thresholds. If a situation pushes them even slightly beyond those strict limits, they are physically unable to proceed and absolutely must escalate the task. I want to be very clear about this. This isn't left to loose text prompts, just hoping the AI behaves itself. These are hard-coded, runtime-enforced limits that guarantee the agent simply cannot go rogue.
Let's walk through how this autonomy escalates across 5 distinct tiers. It starts at A0, where an agent can only observe and recommend. At A1, it can assist by drafting an action, but a human must approve it before anything actually happens. A2 allows the agent to act autonomously, but strictly inside those hard thresholds we just talked about. A3 allows action, but with an automatic notification for a post-review. And A4 is full autonomy, usually for high-volume, low-risk tasks. What's absolutely vital here is that agents in guarded roles, like clinical, safety, or compliance, are locked at A0 or A1. They stay there unless a human risk owner explicitly accepts the risk to promote their autonomy.
Section 4. Platform Architecture and Data.
So what is the technical backbone making all of this possible? Well, it relies on a few core principles. First up is strict service isolation, meaning no agent or service can access another's database without explicit permission. It uses an event-first integration model, a highly secure API gateway, and strict multi-tenancy to ensure complete data isolation between different corporate customers. But honestly, the most important principle here is the immutable audit log. Every single decision, every rationale, and every financial action taken by an agent is permanently recorded. It's fully transparent and perfectly auditable by internal or external teams.
Let's move along and see how this builds into the agent runtime process. This is the stateless engine that executes every single agent's action sequentially and safely. Step 1. The runtime loads the agent's specific contract and configuration. Step 2. It pulls together all the necessary context. Step 3. It calls the model gateway and any permitted tools. Step 4. It strictly enforces the guardrails and policy limits. And Step 5. It emits that permanent decision log. This sequence guarantees that every single action is validated against corporate policy before it ever impacts the real world.
Section 5. Strict Governance and Control.
And this brilliantly illustrates how the platform maintains strict regulatory compliance. It mandates a complete separation of duties. You have execution on one side, where an agent actually performs a transaction, and audit on the other, where an independent entity evaluates it. In CohortaOS, an agent can never, ever both execute and approve or audit its own work. It's like saying you can't grade your own homework. The platform mandates independent assurance, with functions like the chief audit executive remaining completely separate, reporting straight up to the board to ensure no single agent bypasses corporate controls.
But, the ultimate safety net is still human judgment. This is enforced by mandatory human-in-the-loop, or HITL, triggers. These are high-stakes decisions hard-coded into the OS to never, ever be autonomous. We're talking about major capital allocation between entities, binding mergers and acquisitions, financing above delegated limits, major litigation settlements, or honestly anything ethically novel. These triggers will always immediately halt the AI and demand a mandatory human sign-off. It proves that no matter how advanced the AI workforce gets, humans always hold the ultimate reins of the enterprise.
Well, we've covered a massive amount of ground today, demystifying how an AI operating system can actually structure and run a conglomerate. So I want to conclude this explainer with a provocative question for you to think about. Look at your own organization right now. Which of your own enterprise tiers could be augmented by an AI agent tomorrow? Could a T7 execution agent handle your daily reconciliations? Could a T5 manager agent handle your complex scheduling? Think about how this 7-tier blueprint could apply to you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Stay curious and keep learning.